What's going on, guys? It's me, Jace, and welcome back to the channel. As you can tell by the title, we're going to be watching Marvin Mims Jr., the wide receiver from Oklahoma. This is a receiver who is very productive in college with over 120 catches and over 2,300 yards and 20 touchdowns. He brings a natural skill to the game that does cover up some of his physical deficiencies because he's a little bit smaller, but he's able to get separation with no issue. He has great technique. He's a very good football player. We're going to watch about 3 or 4 plays of his. We're going to talk about what he can do when the ball's in the air and how he can draw flags on the defense and things like that. But we're going to have fun because this is a very good football player. So enough of this intro. Let's jump into it. Let's talk about Marvin Mims Jr., the wide receiver out of Oklahoma. Let's get into it. So this first play we're going to look at here is going to be this deep over against Texas Christian here. So Mims is going to be up top in the slot there. And he's going to press up on this corner. He's going to run this deep over. He's going to get across the field, right? Now, I want you to look at this defender, right? The defender, it looks like the defender has good coverage, right? What's going to happen is that defender is going to try to get hands on him. And watch the defender. He's going to kind of like jerk, right? You see that right there? Where he kind of loses his footing. It's not him losing his footing. It's Mims saying, "Get your hands off me." He gets his hands away from him. Now that defender is in a trail position, but he has, again, good coverage, right? But the problem with a lot of corners in college in particular is they can't play the ball, right? And, in college, it's better to say, hey, I can pull your jersey and pull you down and get 15 yards instead of you beat me for a touchdown, right? And that seems to be the position this defender took here. But I put this play in here to show you that even with tight coverage, Marvin Mims is still going to be able to track that ball. And if it wasn't for a flag, this probably was a touchdown, right? And that's what you want to see. You want to see him fight through that contact at the top of the route, which he did, and it drew a flag, which is good, because that shows that, okay, this is a guy that can fight through contact even at his size, and he can still track that ball. It's a very good play there. So the next place, a lot of yellow on the field. Boy, he was really old. There's a lot of yellow. So the next play here is going to be this vertical route, right? It's going to be against the University of Oregon. And again, there is Marvin Mims down there in the slot again. And right now, it looks like this may be some double coverage. They're showing two safety look here. And so what they're going to do is they're going to snap the ball. And then what they're going to do is they're going to rotate from this kind of like a modified cover 2 because you had the two safeties over the top. But what they're going to do is they're going to rotate almost into like a cover 3 or kind of like a single high safety look, right? Because now it's only one safety. But when you do that, what happens is if that defender, that slot corner, if he loses his leverage, it's a touchdown automatically because this safety is so concerned with this receiver potentially running an over route or an in route that he flips his hips and he's looking this way. But what happens is Mims has already beaten his defender, right? He's going to give him that stutter step there. And before the safety's even over there out of his break, he's already beat for a touchdown. It's already over, right? So he's going to immediately get that hand up. It's going to be a great throw here. So now this safety over here, when the safety should have been over the top where he started in the first place, but they rotated to a cover 3 look, this safety is there. The corner is beaten completely, and there's no help over the top. Mims does a fantastic job of tracking this ball with defenders closing in on him. He catches it, and it's a touchdown, right? This is what I mean. Like, this is a receiver where if he gets past you and there is no safety, it's over. Ball game. There's nothing you can do to make this up, right? And this is just a straight vertical. He didn't do anything complex. It's just a straight vertical route. And that's what happens there when you rotate into a cover 3 look with a corner that can't exactly keep up with this particular receiver. So the next play we're going to look at here is actually going to be a corner route. And this route here is a little bit different from a lot of other corner routes that we see, because typically when you run a corner route, you want to run a corner route when there is more times than not when there's a defender on you, right? Like pressed up on you, because what you want to do is you want to get up the field on that defender, lean into him and break out and catch that ball, right? But what you see a lot of in college now is you see a lot of coaches and defenders playing a coverage that's kind of similar to this, right? So this is going to be it's going to be somewhat of a zone coverage, right? So this particular defender is going to take this third here. Now the safety is pointing here, but the linebacker is looking back here. There's no one here, so I'm assuming the safety's pointing at this linebacker to say, hey, you have this is your area, right? So we're gonna go back and watch the play, and what you'll see is that safety, he cheats up when really this safety needs to be playing kind of in this flat right here, right? You want him playing here, because if he plays there is no corner route, but he reacts so late that he fires off this ball off the route, catches the ball, he's going to get a first down for his team. You cannot have miscommunication against a receiver like this, because this guy is an absolute technician. He understands that, okay, this is zone, so I'm probably not going to have this, but he still runs the corner route anyway. And if the defender here plays the proper coverage, right, more than likely he's going to try to have to either eat this, or he's going to try to take that deep shot to the end zone, or he's going to try to fit it in this window right here to this particular receiver, if the defense plays it correctly. But they don't, and that leaves a wide open window for Marvin Mims. So Mims is going to catch that ball with his hands. He's going to high point it, and he's going to get up the field and get a few more yards. You can't make mistakes against a guy like this. You just can't, right? So the final play we're going to look at here is just going to be Mims here on a touchdown, actually. And he's going to it's actually not going to be a touchdown. I'm sorry. And we'll talk about why it's not a touchdown, but it's going to be a fantastic play because it's going to be him tracking the ball down the field. So again, he's up top. You're going to get some motion in the backfield for protection. That's what they're trying to do. So again, he gets some protection there. The back is going to leak out here. Now you have a look here where you can fire this ball into this window, you can fire the ball into this window, or you can throw it deep to Marvin Mims. Now, let's talk about why Marvin Mims is so open, right? So the first thing we're going to notice, right, is where's the safety? There is no safety, right? So as a receiver, you have to understand that all I got to do is beat my guy. That's all I got. If I beat my guy, I'll score. So it's actually going to be these two defenders here getting confused, right? And this seems to be a common thing on tape, especially in the TCU game, where defenders were so confused. Everybody's going to bite on this underneath route because, remember, earlier in the game, they ran the same kind of formation and it was a corner route and no one bit on it. So this time, everyone bites on the corner route. Defender here, defender here, defender here. What happens is when you bite on that corner route and there's no safety over the top, you're going to leave Mims running wide open, right? Now, it could be that this route here, maybe this defender was supposed to play this zone, and maybe this corner is supposed to take this third here and cover Mims down the field. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but all I know is he runs free and he catches the ball. The issue that I kind of have with this play or with this catch is we're not evaluating the quarterback, right? But bad quarterback play from the pocket at times can hinder a receiver, right? So look at the quarterback's release here and look at his feet, right? He fires. This is a wide open receiver. This is a touchdown. But he fires the ball back and he kind of flinches like as he's throwing the ball, right? And it's a very flat ball. It doesn't really have that big of an arc on it. And Mims has to come back for the ball, and that allows the defender to tackle him, and he doesn't score a touchdown, right? So we're not evaluating the quarterback, but what I'll say is if you're a quarterback, and any quarterback, this is Josh Allen, this is prime Aaron Rodgers, this is Joe Burrow, I was going to say Tom Brady, but hell, this season I can't even say it's Tom Brady, right? Like this is any quarterback. This is a touchdown. These kinds of plays happen with the Dolphins, right? With Tua. It's because of Tua's arm, right? But a lot of times People are running wide open, and if you have a big arm quarterback, he's going to score a lot of touchdowns on plays like this. He's dynamic, man. I'm telling you, he is fun to watch, and I can't wait to see what he does in the draft process as far as his 40, things like that. But he does project as a slot only, and I know that can turn some teams off. But outside of that, he's a very good football player, bro, and we can't take anything away from him because he's short. He is a baller, much like every other short receiver that we will talk about. But I hope you guys enjoyed this Marvin Mims Jr. film session here. I had a lot of fun watching him. He's a very good wide receiver out of Oklahoma. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up, that subscribe button, and that notification bell. I do appreciate it. Make sure you guys tell someone about the channel as well, as the channel is growing. Thousands of views, going up in subscribers, and I appreciate all the great comments. Someone actually requested a player that once I'm able to get film on Xavier Hutchinson, I'll probably do a video on him. But right now, I don't have enough film on him. But I mean, if you guys want to talk about a certain player, want me to watch a certain player, just drop that in the comments. And if I have it, I'd love to do it. If I haven't done it already. So, but again, make sure you guys tell someone about the channel. I do appreciate it. And as always, y'all take care.